about mornings, isn't there? Yeah. My husband always calls it the most magical time of day. A freshness and a sense of preparation and potential. I just call it early. And if you're a musician in the room and you feel the same way, raise your hand, right? Yeah, I got you people, right? But we're here. We are here because it's important, much like the work that we do at PCM. So before we get into the meat of it, I want to give a shout out to Patrick Cassidy. I don't know where Patrick is, but Patrick Cassidy, Will McCollum, Mercedes. Oh, are you guys peeking out back here? That's cool. Where you at? Patrick, Will, come on stage for a second. Mercedes Rodriguez and Sebastian Swenson. Last week, all 4 of these students auditioned right here in this building. We were one of the several sites in the country that held Berkeley auditions, and so these guys got their homeschool advantage during their audition process, and all 4 of them made it into the school. It was a good news week last week, you guys. We just wanted to share it. That's all. Okay, you guys. All right. We are so incredibly proud of these students. And think about these students, right? Think about the work that they had to go through. And tuning up an instrument is no less difficult. It's a very delicate process of tightening and loosening, listening closely and adjusting. And that's what these students have been doing for a very long time. Their craft has allowed them to achieve a major goal in their life. And that's what we have been doing for years, not just with music, but with young lives. Listening, adjusting, tuning up for a crescendo. And now is when it starts to align and to swell. But let's rewind just a little bit. I'm going to tell you a story. You guys like stories? Yeah. Okay, good. I do. Imagine that you are a child and you're here in Phoenix and you're curious and you're energetic and you've never touched an instrument. Why? Because maybe your school doesn't offer music. Because maybe your family is working 2 jobs just to put food on the table. Because these arts, these soul-nourishing, brain-developing, confidence-building experiences are not accessible. Despite Arizona's requirement for K-8 students to have access to at least 2 forms of art disciplines, only 66% of schools meet this requirement, and arts enrollment in high school drops to 38%. Even in Maricopa County, Arizona's most populous region, and we're the 5th largest city in the country, the fastest growing county in the country, music education access is uneven, especially in high poverty schools. As students get older, access declines, even though research shows that music participation supports academic achievement, school attendance, graduation rates, and emotional well-being. So without intervention, disparities in access will widen, especially now. At this moment in time, especially now, especially in schools serving a majority of low-income and minority populations. And yet the research is undeniable. Students in low-income communities with high participation in the arts have a dropout rate of 4%, compared to a heartbreaking 22% for students that do not have access to arts. And we're talking high school students now, right? High school students. And remember, that attendance in art participation, what happens in high school? Plummets, right? Music students score on average 31 points higher in reading and 23 points higher in math on SATs. When do you take the SATs? High school, right? So what are we losing when 62% of our students in high school lose access to music? We're losing the pipeline from elementary school to high school, and it drops off. What are we losing? We're losing out on young people who have focus, motivation, self-expression. We're losing out on the three things that we know students need in order to be successful in the world, and that is building esteem and confidence, believing in themselves, having a voice and making choices and having autonomy over their learning and their lives, and then having a caring community and mentors. Those three things help them build the tools that they need for success in the future. And without those three things, we are losing leaders, future leaders, communicators, collaborators, creative people, and innovative people. These are the skills that they build when they participate in music, and those skills are the skills that they need in order to have jobs in the future that haven't yet even been created, and to solve problems that we can only guess at today. And that's where we step in. Last year, we served nearly 2,000 students with over 13,000 hours of instruction across 990 musical activities. I say those things and I'm like, wow, that's why we're tired. Okay. We provided over 5,000 private lessons on scholarship, served nearly 2,900 meals, and made sure that 77% of our students who were in need received tuition assistance, so the cost was never a barrier to participation. But it's not just about the numbers. It's about the stories that you have heard today. Our approach is unique because we're not just teaching music. We're creating a pipeline for lifelong success. We start with early childhood, as young as 8 months old, through programs like Parent-Taught Music Time and WeBop with Jazz at Lincoln Center. We continue to build through after-school programs here in our facility and with Title I schools. We deepen the experience through small group classes, private lessons, summer camps, all with financial aid and scholarships available. And then we have our most intensive program, our college prep program, in partnership with Berklee College of Music, where students get 3 to 10 hours a week of music education every week for multiple of years, right? That's the trick. They stay in the cohort year after year after year. We have a junior right now who started with us when she was 4 years old. 4 years old, right? And we make sure that they have the tools that they need in order to be successful. And now, right now, we're amplifying the work that we do by embedding wraparound supports, meals, mental health and tutoring access, workforce development, and industry knowledge and connections so that every student has what they need to thrive academically, and they have the tools, resilience, and resources to thrive in life, right? Resilience, this is what we need today. But remember, we're only one of a handful. Clark's here, Leah's here, ASA, the Nash, right? Thank you guys for being here today. We're only one of a handful of nonprofit community organizations that are serving young people in this way in a metro area of 5+ million people. And we're the only one focused on rigorous training, college prep, and career education centered around popular music and commercial industry in music. We have the model, we have the proof of impact, but here's the truth. The need is greater than our resources can bear. We need means to amplify the voices of the young people we are serving and grow our impact. And that's where you come in. Today we're going to invite you to be a part of the Crescendo to invest in potential young people, because these incredible young people that you see before you today are going to change the world. I truly believe that. They give me hope every single day. And to help you see the incredible potential of these young people, we're going to introduce one of our students and board member. She's been a board member for 2 years, Gabby Pania. And Gabby is a junior this year, and she is preparing for her future. She hopes to dual enroll in Harvard and Berkeley to study music and physics. So welcome to the stage Gabby Pania and the PCM nominee.